from what it seems, being fed by the witch of the gingerbread house, or um and this old man had a book, and this book is something he held very dear to him. I don't know if any of you tried to glean the title of the book as you were getting ready to give it to him.
I don't remember.
You know what? Screw it. Everyone just give me a quick insights check to see if you picked it up.
For fun.
Why not? Why not? I'll just do that.
Ooh, I have a lot for insight.
What do? We just go to our character sheet for that one?
Yep, character sheet, hit insight.
Oh. Okay, insight.
Fucking nat 20 on Robin Hood. All right, so y'all picked it up. Like, all these high rolls, y'all fucking got it. So
Oof.
the book, keenly enough, where'd I put my fucking notes? I had them here just a second ago. Where'd they go? I literally had everything ready, and now it's... Where'd it go? It was called The Endless was the name of the book. What nobody understands what that truly means in terms of like what's going on currently, but the name of the book was called The Endless. And because of that nat 20 that was in here, I'll give you all what was also in the book in terms of stories. Going through the stories in order, you saw Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty. You saw Pinocchio.
Yep.
Then, oh God, I wrote this down yet again somewhere and I can't seem to find it, so bear with me as I try to just hard remember this. It was Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Pinocchio.
Rumpelstiltskin?
Rumpelstiltskin was the last one. And I'll get to that in just a second. These were the finished stories that you saw. So in total, there was 8 stories in the books. There were 7 finished stories, and there was 1 unfinished story. So the finished stories were Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Pinocchio. The Princess and the Frog.
Huh. I don't think I know that one.
I loved that one as a kid.
You don't love it in.
I'm sorry.
I got Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Pinocchio, the Princess and the Frog. Pardon me while I, like I said, hard
Princess and
remember
the Pea?
these. No. Sorry. What's her fucking name? Why am I blanking on her name? Rapunzel. There we go.
Rapunzel, let down.
That was only 6. I owe you 1 more, which I believe was... God, I'm so sorry. Like I said, I had all this written down and I don't know where it went.
You're good,
Was it
man.
Beauty and the Beast?
Hmm?
Was it Beauty and the Beast?
It was not.
Dang. Story about
God.
me.
God, I got...
Boy, we hit all our princesses here.
Wasn't Pinocchio, right?
I
Yeah.
already hit Pinocchio. Pinocchio
Yeah.
was in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Little
Oh,
Red Riding Hood.
fucking, that's what it was. It is Little Red Riding Hood. Thank you. Thank you very much. As soon as someone said little, I was just like, oh shit, yep. Yes, Little Red Riding Hood was the last one. Like I said, I apologize for that.
So that's 7, and then you
Like
said
I said, the Rumpelstiltskin was the last story that you saw him page through. You saw about probably a page worth of words written for under Rumpelstiltskin, like the title, and then he flipped through 2 more blank pages. There was a page torn out. He said thank you again. He shut the book and he disappeared.
What an asshole.
He just dipped.
Sometimes you just gotta eat.
So they're just
Oh, and
gonna
then we
yeet.
looted.
Yes, all the shit that you looted you still have, and you're free to do whatever you like. You are in the middle of a cottage in a very unfriendly forest, I will say. So,
We never rested, right?
Is this interaction time?
I mean, maybe
No.
we shouldn't rest, and maybe we should get back to the guards,
That's true.
like real fast.
Well, I'm just saying, like, we never rested last game, right? At the
no,
end.
the
Yeah.
rest did not happen last
Because my hit points went back to what they were normally.
because you
for
leveled
some-
up.
Yeah, when you level
Oh,
up, you get everything
okay.
back.
I'm overcarrying. What do I do in that?
You are not overcarrying. I fixed that. Your character sheet just doesn't read the fact that you're not
Okay.
overcarrying. You're fine.
I know if I'm overcarrying.
All right. I already said what I want to do. I want to go back to the campfire with the guards.
Yeah, should we wait till what time is it? Is it in the evening or?
We stopped
You're
at
you,
camp.
it was stopping the camp, and you guys stopped about 8 p.m. because it was like
Mhm.
true nightfall at that point in time.
Mhm.
Like you were riding out as much sunlight as you could to try and make this trip as short as possible. So it's currently like you're looking at it like it's like 10 to like midnight.
Mm.
It's like late o'clock.
I think we should head back because they probably won't wait for us. They did say that we're on our own. We leave, so there's a good chance they might not wait.
And do we have the kids with us?
Yes, the kids are currently with you. You have the young boy named Hansel and a young girl named Gretel currently with you.
Yeah.
They're still very much in a daze. They don't really know what's going on anymore.
Mhm.
But they are definitely there with you, and they seem to be like okay with going with you wherever you end up going.
Good.
I think we should head back.
You said you thought they would leave without us. They,
The guards.
Yeah,
okay.
when we first left the first night to head over, they did say that we were on our own when we left. So there's a good chance they might not wait for us in the morning.
Oh, I just thought that they meant, yeah, we're not going into the woods. It's scary in there. You're kind of on your own. I didn't know that they were
mean-
kind of on a table other than just carrying us around. Is
You
there
never
anybody?
know.
Yeah, they have prisoners. Is there a timeline for those prisoners to get to somewhere?
You never really found out.
Yeah. Well, I'd go if that's what the group wants to do. Yeah, I mean, I would love to just grab some sleep and then wake up in the morning and eat something, maybe diddle around the house. But yeah, if there's a sense of urgency, I'd be game for going for sure.
I would go too. If the whole group wants to.
Is that in
Okay.
favor to head back?
Yep.
Cool.
Right.
All right.
Let's head back.
How do you head back?
You
Who's
guys should
holding
let
the children?
me. Huh?
The children are kind of just like they're able to walk and move on their own. They're
Yeah.
like you saw they could physically handle themselves in a fight in the sense that they were attacking you. So you don't really have to be worried about them being able to traverse themselves in the forest. It's just that they don't want to be separated from you.
Okay. So we don't need to like surround them, like have some in the back, some in the front.
No, not at all. They can handle their own. It seems like they know how to function in the woods. It's
Can I
just
throw a
that
book
they're
at them?
still currently like in a daze trying to come back to their senses as to what's going on.
Yeah.
Can I throw a book at them?
What? No.
Are
You're
you
not allowed to
throwing
throw a
a
book at them.
Are you're throwing a book at a kid?
Can I?
I mean, if you
If he
want
does it,
to.
can I punch him?
You see me visibly get closer
Like-
to the kids to protect them.
I look over at Gingy. You want to fucking go?
We just murder Lefou.
No, please don't hurt guys. Come on. I just want.
You want to hurt a child? That's okay.
You want to just like attack a child for no reason?
But we can't hurt you.
Listen,
Wait,
it was a perfect good reason. They were attacking us first.
They were under control. What?
Oh, okay.
They
So
were-
that's
Do you
our
remember
excuse.
anything from last
Obviously under a spell.
All right, I see how it
Okay.
is, guys. I see. Okay. All right, I'll back
Yeah,
off.
we
I'll
should
chill.
really head back though. We should start to head back.
Like I
I'll
said,
cast-
how are you guys getting
Dancing
back? You are in a
lights.
pitch black forest.
I
cast
grab.
Dancing
little light
lights
balls. Who had the light balls?
I did.
That would be the tooth fairy here.
My dancing lights.
Lily and I have pretty good night sight. Who else?
I was
has
about to
good-
say, there's a few of
Same-
you with night
same
vision
here.
as well.
Who's good with like survival checks?
Who's good
I have my
with directions?
Um,
'Cause I don't know where I am.
yeah, that's the thing. I'm going to ask for a group check at this point as to being able to know which way to head back
Is it?
to the road. The way it will work is you will all roll the survival check, and we will take the highest of the three of the like half of the group. So it's half rounded down, so I'll take the highest 3 rolls.
Is that a
and-
normal roll or advantage?
Normal roll, please.
Okay.
A normal survival roll.
Oh.
That is a nat 1 from Gingy. That is 2 nat 1s.
Where's this survival roll?
So,
It's
We're
the
following
very
Charlie
bottom
at the
of your
moment.
build sheet.
wow. Ugh.
Wait, do I get to
We're
roll or
following
no?
Charlie.
Not
Charlie, lead the
looking
way.
pretty.
Nah,
Chris, it's
looking
in the same
pretty.
huge list of skills. in
I
your
need
sheet
one
where
more.
Everything was.
The same way you rolled your insight roll, survival should be in there as well.
Oh,
It should be the bottom of that list.
Yep, I see it. Give me a minute.
I can't believe I rolled a nat 1.
All right, you're not entirely out of luck. It takes you a little bit longer than you want to be able to find your way back to camp. But you do, with the help of the dancing lights and stuff like that, make your way back, slowly but surely to where the camp is. And you see that as you get back to road, you see the kids start to relax, and you see the 3 musketeers, the 4 men that are a part of that group, kind of come along to be able to check on everyone, to be able to see what has gone down. You see one walks right up to Gingy and is just like, "What the fuck happened?"
We followed these 2 kids into the woods and we went to a small little cottage.
I spit on Gingy.
And we. Bro. we ended up getting into a big fight with the old quote unquote grandmother. And she almost took control of these 2 kids.
Almost, she did.
Whoa.
Did take control of them, and there were a lot of corpses of children that she had reanimated. I would like to add that part.
We're kind of understating. It was an adventure.
It was awful. It was terrifying.
You
And they
see
Believe you.
all of the 3 musketeers look at each other, nod, and we're just like, "I'm glad we chose not to go." You see them just simply put, just like, "This is why we stay on the road. You stay on the road now."
Fine.
And what do you all do now that it's like late o'clock and the fire's been put out at this point? There's just embers left. what was there from the soup that y'all had earlier in the stories that were told. You see most of the prisoners has gone to sleep as well as the guards at this point, with one of them keeping watch on rotation like they would normally do. You see most of the passengers of the cart that Robin Hood leads have mostly hit the sack at this point in time. So
I
Rest.
would like to rest.
Rest.
Go to sleep a little while.
absolutely.
I'm gonna ritual cast alarm. And
Good
20
choice.
20-foot
I
cube
grab a
around
pillow from
myself.
my cloak.
Hmm?
I grab a pillow from my cloak.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
pulls out a pillow.
Yeah, just pulls out a pillow.
I love it.
Random question: a bedroll. Can I reuse that, or is it just like a
Yes,
one?
that is
Yes.
reusable.
Okay, I'm gonna take out my bedroll and put it next to Charlie.
Can I ask, what does Gingy's bedroll look like?
It is gonna be like a giant Dunkaroo cookie. But the blanket's gonna be the frosting.
Oh, that's amazing.
I just kind of like snuggle into.
That's amazing. Um,
Um,
there are a couple of you that I will say of Fey ancestry, all the elven people. You technically don't need to sleep, I will
yeah,
say.
I was gonna say I'm gonna enter a trance, remaining semi-conscious for 4 hours, but getting the full sleep so I can kind of take watch
Yes,
over the camp.
you get a short rest over the 4 hours with no issues. You see the four musketeers take point and do their rounds like they normally would if as hired guards and stuff like that. And they're taking care to protect the caravan in full. They do appreciate all the help that's been given now in terms of the alarm being set and stuff like that. And it seems to be an uneventful night as the night carries on. And dawn breaks, and you hear one of the three musketeers yell out saying, "Wake up, everyone. It's time to get moving. 'Cause every daylight hour is precious."
Right?
Is that a
When,
long rest or a short rest?
I will consider it a long rest for anyone who wants to consider it a long rest.
Ooh, when we
If you
have
wanted
got
to do if you wanted to do something within that to make it a short rest and do something else while you were in the camp, sure.
I would like to
But
do
what happens on a long rest is you replenish everything. On a short rest, you only replenish some of your stuff. So
That is why I would like it to be a long rest personally.
yeah, that works.
like I said, anyone who wants to take it as a long rest can choose to do so. But if someone wanted to, like, let's say, take a short rest and then tinker with some of the stuff that maybe they found, they could do it that way too.
My fucking spell slots back, baby.
But as dawn comes and the carts get moving and things seem to carry on smoothly, does anyone have any conversation that they want to have on the way to Falsigurum, or do we want to just fast forward to when we get there?
You know, I always
well,
want to tell you that, I should have stabbed the old lady the first moment we had, but you know what? That's just on you guys, so.
I'd
I'm
like
gonna
to say out
ritual
of
cast
wisdom.
detect magic.
Oh, sorry. I'd like to say out of wisdom, not all things are as simple as they seem, and I'm glad we took the longer route. Out
And
of
you
wisdom.
see you see one of the one of the three musketeers chirp up, and they're just like, he's a when you say simple, he's a simple man, so sometimes he can get eluded by that.
Hey,
And
hey, what is that supposed to mean? Gets angry.
you know what
Exactly,
it's supposed to
sounds
mean.
You know what? I don't have to take this from you. I stomp away. Angrily.
Stomp away where? You're literally like on a cart.
In the
He goes and
corner.
sits in the corner. He puts himself in the corner.
I wave my hands around thinking I could do magic and just put a barrier. None of you can see me. Carry on.
Charlie, what were you saying?
So you're schizophrenic?
He's schizophrenic.
I humor Lefou.
Add
Where
that
did
to the
he go?
character sheet.
I cannot find him.
I'm ritual casting detect magic on the stuff that we took. See if anything
Absolutely,
is magical.
absolutely. You see nothing does come up magical except for one of the garments that you ended up getting. And you can separate this from the silk garments that you ended up getting. One of the garments that um has come is definitely magical. It doesn't seem to be too much magic. I forget how detect magic specifically
It just
reads.
lets me know what type of magic it is
It's enchantment.
and that it's magic.
Yeah. It's an enchantment based magic and it's
and
on one of the garments.
then I'm gonna ritual cast identify.
There you go. Now we're in business. Identify. You see that this piece of clothing, it is a vest, like like a large man's vest. And you see it has a dark vision spell cast on it, so he can see in the dark.
I put that bitch right on immediately.
You know
There's
this
no
is,
way I
you-
don't.
Like, you know this is made for a full-grown man and you're a literal fairy. So this does not fit you at all.
Dang it. I'm mad.
Does not fit you at all. But I mean, if you want to go around lugging a entirely I think it's like made for like a 6'2" man vest around with you, sure,
That'd be
man, be my
funny.
guest.
I'm exactly 6'2".
We have those people here.
Literally.
My
Who
character is
doesn't have
exactly
dark vision?
6'2". I don't.
Okay. I'll hand it reluctantly to the Pied Piper.
Absolutely. Harrison, if you would like to mark in your character sheet that you have a vest that gives you dark vision up to 30 feet, not 60 feet.
Johan.
Where would I
that's
mark that?
Just in your items, just add an item and then vest of dark vision and then
Alrighty.
On the path, I'm looking for yew leaves. Is there any yew leaves on the path?
leaves.
Yew leaves, yeah, specifically.
Um,
Oh,
good question. Good question. Give me a second.
everyone
gotta-
ignore this.
You said you leave specifically?
YEW
Or what I
leaf.
wanted.
Yeah.
Wait, how do I?
No. There wouldn't be any in this region, no.
Like that? Yeah. Okay. Figuring that out. But okay.
What was that for?
Portent.
Ah.
What that is.
Yeah, so you don't see any of those specifically along the trail. You do see some leaves have fallen off of many of the trees that surround you, but none of those specifically.
Okay.
I just had to learn something entirely new on a whim because of that question. So thank you, Glenn, for making me learn something new.
Hey, you just laughed, so your day is complete.
Yeah. Well, does anyone else do anything along the ride to Falsigirum, or am I just now narrating when we arrive?
I look at Teresa in a certain way.
In
Why are you-
what way?
Hate it.
Can I have your feather? Or a feather?
A little personal, don't you think?
I need something to write with.
Wait,
I
What?
look at Teresa and I'm just like, I would say no if I was you.
You want my feather?
Yes, I need something to write with, if that's okay with you.
Maybe it's best if you ask Gingy.
Okay. Gingy, can I have a piece of you? Just a piece of you?
My God.
Wow. The wild.
I look at him confused and just flip him off. Just be like, nah.
And I point at you and say, this guy.
I'm gonna go ahead and just say you see that the rest of the carriage ride there is mostly that. It's just bad attempts from Lefou to try and get somewhere. Anywhere, honestly. As we slowly move forward, you see within a day, about half a day's worth of travel, you start to see the kingdom of Falsigirum come into view. You see it's high standing castles. These castles tower over anything any of you have probably ever seen. As many of you have already been here before, you understand that this is the most built out city in the world. There's no way anything can compare to a city like this. As you arrive at the gates entering the city, you see all of the Three Musketeers are going through their checks with the gate guards and stuff like that. You see the other guards porting the prisoners are doing their checks as well with all of their paperwork. You see Lefou has to go through his stuff and his paperwork for him being a merchant caravan and making sure everything's running smoothly and all his paperwork's in order.
Listen,
The
this
rest of
paperwork is
you,
valid.
you see all of them, all the gate guards are just like, we know it's valid, we just need to go through our normal procedures, and our normal procedures needs us to talk to the guards first. Relax there, brother. And you see as you're going, they're going through the procedures and stuff like that. They're just asking for Robin Hood to show the forms of identification for the entire party that he has traveling with him. So Robin Hood steps forward, shows that stuff. You see that once all the paperwork is in order and everything's good, they raise the gate so you can all go in together. You see the guards salute to the Three Musketeers, and then they thank each and every one of you within the group before they tear off in their own section towards the prison with the prisoners that they have. You see the Three Musketeers are going up to Lefou to get their form of payment through this transaction that's being done here. And you see that all goes smoothly. The Three Musketeers look to Lefou and says, "Always a pleasure doing business with you. If you ever need us again, just let us know."
Wait, the guards that were like taking us up to the bridge or taking us to the city?
You are in the city at this point.
No, I'm asking like the people that came with us, like.
Yeah, the Three Musketeers.
Oh, okay. I was about to flip them off, but okay, they're good. Okay, I was gonna. All right, continue.
They, like I said, you settle up perfectly fine. They always say thank you and stuff like that for always taking care of them, and they take care of you. It's the way things are supposed to go. And they yet again they say they're just like, anytime you need us, just let us know. They look over at Gingy. They're just like, if you ever want to catch up again, let us know as well. And you see they start to tear off on their own. You see the extra two people that were coming along. You see Orlo. He starts to take some of his stuff out of the cart that was there. And he starts to get ready to wander off on his own. And you see the other two people that were in Robin Hood's cart kind of just start to wander off as they have no obligation to stay there. And what do you do?
Are Hansel and Gretel still with us?
Hansel and Gretel are still with you, yes. You see that after a day's worth of rest, they more come to their senses and they're more aware now. You see they've still been very silent.
Did you guys want to go check out the city? Has everyone been here before?
Completely ignore the kid.
It's been a
The
while
kids,
since
bro?
I've been here.
I'm gonna go up to Hansel and Gretel and ask them where they live.
You see they kind of look at each other and then Gretel speaks up. Gretel says, we lived near where that cottage was, along the
Oh,
road. We just lived on the other side away from the Blackwood Forest.
Oh.
As to not knowing what was going on, it was safer for us to come with you. And we thought it was the right choice at the time. We can find a way to get home. We're not worried. Our father comes to this city often, to be able to sell what he hunts and stuff like that. So we'll be able to get home in no time. So if you're worried about us, don't be.
gotcha.
Alright, guys, let's go
Alright.
shopping.
Literally.
I do need some new pieces, so I prefer if we go shopping.
I have no money.
You see they kindly just like start heading towards where the Hunters Guild is. The two kids, and they kind of just like stroll off on their own.
Hey.
Anybody have any ideas?
I want to find a place to sell the hunting equipment and the silk garments that I took from the witch's hut.
Well, the hunting equipment, as I just stated, there's a Hunters Guild.
That's valid.
And you still see the two kids walking towards it in front of you.
Oh. I'll just be like, wait up, I'm gonna come in with you.
You see they turn around and look at you with a suspicious look, seeing as you are a fairy, and you have there's no thought in their mind that you would be a hunter.
That's funny.
I'm gonna join along just for the fun thought of a gingerbread man and a fairy walking into a tavern.
I'll tag along too, because I want to make sure the kids are okay. I'm sure they will. I'm gonna watch from afar.
I go to my usual spot and I set up my shop.
Absolutely.
In my usual corner. By the gates.
Also, what does the hunting equipment, like, what? That's all, like, is it weapons? Is it, like, traps? Is it, like...
It's, the hunting equipment it's a couple bows, some regular arrows. There was, like, 2 steel traps in there as well, but that's about it. Some rope.
Gotcha. I'm gonna keep the rope. Rope's nice. Rope. How much in rope?
Be 20 feet of rope.
20 feet. I'll keep that.
That's a lot of rope.
A lot of rope.
That's like 10 of me.
Alright. And then I'll follow them in. And I'm gonna also ask them, like, where I would be able to sell it in here. And I'll just, like, show them the bows and stuff, because I have no use for them.
You see that Gretel has been here before, so she kind of like walks you to the receptionist and kind of just like lets you talk, but like shows that this is where you need to be.
Gotcha. I walk up to the receptionist. I'm like, "Hi, I have some hunting equipment that I picked up that I would like to sell."
You see that the receptionist is a man, actually, not and he turns to you and he looks at you. He's just like, absolutely, anytime. How much are you looking to sell?
I just pull out all of it other than the rope.
And the arrows, right?
Well, there's normal arrows in the hunting equipment. The quiver
Mhm.
of metal tipped arrows I'm not selling. I'm gonna keep those. But like all the hunting equipment.
You see he takes an inventory of like what's there. So he's just like 2 bows, probably about 17 arrows here with 1 quiver. We have 2 steel traps. Yeah, absolutely. Market price right now is about a couple, like probably about 40 silver pieces for the bows. So the steel traps will go for a little bit more. Um, so in total, I can probably give you about 3 gold pieces for everything.
That sounds good.
You
And
see as you say that sounds good, he starts to write up the paperwork and go get the funds to be able to pay you.
can I insight check and make sure he's not swindling me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just in case.
Yeah,
Since we're there with him too. Oh, never mind.
21.
that is a 21 insight check. You see that this man is doing his job correctly.
Okay, thank God.
He
I
is
thought he
he is
was.
giving you the exact value that you're supposed to be given.
It sounded like decent. Okay.
Oh, it's broken.
And there's a hunting guild. Are there any other types of guilds?
Are you asking this to him?
Yeah.
You see he perks up. He's just like, yes, there are many guilds within the realm of Falsigirum. The main one that people come here for is the Magic Guild. Um, or the Mages Guild, I should say. I'm not up to class with them in terms of the way I speak. Um, I'm just a measly hunter in their eyes. But the Mages Guild is the main one they come for. But we do have many different guilds as well. We have a Tailor's Guild. We have many other. We have an Adventurer's Guild. Um, we have Blacksmith Guild. Any type of skill that you're looking for.
Any trade.
Yeah, is within the realm of having a guild.
All right.
Beer, you are echoing.
It's through the game. If you just mute him in on Roll20, you'll be fine.
There,
if you would,
to make some
yeah.
money. Yeah.
Are you asking this to the gentleman that's at the Hunters Guild, or are you just asking this as?
Yeah.
You see the man goes, he's just like, yes, we do have a coliseum that holds fights regularly that you can bet upon. But if you wanted to be able to make a steady income, I would suggest joining the Adventurers Guild.
Adventure.
Could you tell us where that is?
If you exit out our building and head straight north, go about 2 blocks, take 1 left, you'll see it right in front of you.
2 blocks, take 1 left, right in front of you. Gotcha.
You hear in the background, "Get your swords! Get your swords!"
Chris, I hate to put a damper on your shop. Your shop is not selling swords.
What am I selling?
You would be selling small trinkets, the stuff that you brought with you from your main reservoir stuff. Like all your swords and stuff like that you normally sell are at your shop back in your hometown.
Fuck. All right, get your trinkets. Get your trinkets.
So you have like small trinkets, some jewelry with you. As a dwarf, you know the quality of the stuff, so
high quality.
Please roll me a luck check.
Me?
Just roll me a flat d20.
Me?
Yep.
Do I just type in
/roll/r space
/r
1d20
space d20?
Yeah, 1d20.
Wait, 1d20.
Random question.
Okay.
Can I roll an insight to see
Okay.
how
I like the way you said that. Wait, is that a good thing?
Hold on. What was that, Ray?
Can I roll an insight check to see how high quality stuff actually is?
Yeah, absolutely. How do I want to do this? Chris, do you think you as the seller are selling quality stuff?
Yes.
Do you truly believe that yourself?
Yes.
Okay, then the answer is yeah, he's honest in what he's saying.
Want to double check?
Asshole.
So that 15 on the luck check was you wanted higher, you wanted a higher roll here. You see that many of the passersbys, as you are just selling it on your corner like you normally do, have come by and taken interest in your stuff, and you see that you've gotten a couple of good sales. You you don't normally try and like screw people over with your prices, but you do know the quality of your goods, so you do know not to go below a certain point, at least. Um, so you start them at a little bit above average, but you get them down to about average, and you're usually okay with taking that pay. So in total, you make about I would say like 14 to 15 gold pieces
Okay.
Jesus. Oh wow.
on today.
On knickknacks?
Ah, that was a good Wednesday.
Well, it's like jewelry and stuff like that. Like it's like
Suck it,
for
losers.
Oh, okay.
it's
Gotcha,
for
gotcha,
like
gotcha.
higher class. Like he knows his wares and stuff like that. He's doing good. So he has a good day of sales and carry on as you would.
I'm also gonna ask where the Maids Guild and the Tailors Guild are.
You see that he says the easiest way to find everything is locate yourself at the Adventurers Guild, and then from there, there are 12 pathways from the Adventurers Guild. Each one leads to a different guild.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you. And then, like, have a great day. And I walk away. And I just head on out. And I head towards the Adventurers Guild if everyone else wants to.
Well, you're all in the city now. You can choose another time to meet up with everyone if you want to talk about what happened in that cabin in the woods and you want to try and get more answers from that. But y'all can do whatever you choose to.
Can I do my monologue? Are we doing monologues now or no?
I don't think I was about to say I don't think there's any reason to do a monologue.
I mean,
for
like
anyone.
we're in a talking phase. Like, can we just do what we need to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Just asking. All right, continue.
Yeah, go around doing what you would like. Currently you're split up from the group because you're still selling your wares on the corner over there.
On the
So
front gate.
you don't really know what's going on with the rest of the group, but you know that there was a point in time that you are all going to meet up again to try and figure out what was happening.
Do we want to meet at the Adventurers Guild? What time is it?
It's pretty much like midday. Like you're looking at about like anywhere from like noon 30 to like 2 p.m.
So, around dusk? Do we want to meet at the Adventurers Guild? Or would they be open?
I would
Would I
think
know
me
that?
and Gingy would
I
meet
would
at the bar like we usually do.
Yeah, I was thinking to head to a tavern and just like hang out and maybe if there was maybe get in a fist fight and make a little bit of coin.
Love it.
Absolutely. If you want to go down that path, please do so.
Charlie, if you want to go check out the Adventurers Guild, we can meet back at a tavern nearby.
That
You can
works.
tell us about what you.
Oh, place to sleep. That's what we need. Are there any like tavern inns?
You know that Lefou and Gingy know where the taverns are in this area.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. So where would you say we should go?
Like the main tavern that Lefou and Gingy go to is called the Golden Dusk. If you did want to end up there, you absolutely could.
I totally want to go to the Golden Dusk and get some brew there, right?
Absolutely,
as
you could head
well.
there right now if you would like.
Yeah. Yeah. Does anyone want to come along with, or
I would
How
like to go
come-
to
we
the
just split
tavern.
up?
I would like to go to the tavern.
Still can't hear
How
anyone
come-
by the shop. The front gate.
Yeah,
Oh.
you know where to go. Like, you know where you're headed to stay for tonight. You weren't worried about anything. You're just doing what you normally do.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to go towards Lefou and just hang out there for a little bit with Lefou.
Okay. You see Lefou sees Teresa come up and like kind of not like impede on what you're doing in terms of like you selling your wares the way you normally go about doing so, but kind of just overlooking and watching and just admiring the way you do your work.
Teresa, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi.
Hey, what are you doing?
Just hanging with my partner, my friend, my adventuring companion.
That's good. That's good.
You have very nice wares.
Thank you. Did you see the other guys coming by, or was it just you?
I saw, I think, Gingy over here earlier.
Yeah. He's a crazy fucker. But, just gotta admire that guy sometimes. Okay, so what are your plans after this? I usually head over to the tavern when I'm done selling my wares.
That would be a good thing for me to do.
Oh.
But I really want to say how nice your goods look. They are very, very good quality. I'd like to shout this. Everyone should know.
You see as this sorry, like I should say like Mother Goose still may look like she is older, but she still has very young features about her face. So you see many of the young women that are in the area kind of perk up and like start to like move their way over to where your shop is.
Can I do a persuasion to try to get people to buy Lefou stuff?
Yeah, you absolutely can, and do it with advantage.
Okay, so I click public roll, submit, and then advantage.
Yep. Lefou, you get a total of 7 more gold pieces in terms of sales
Oh, what? Wait, what?
because of Teresa's intervention here.
Teresa, hey, I just saw what's going on in the market pricing. Well, listen, I'm gonna need you to go. Okay, just go. Like, I appreciate you, but I'm gonna need you to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Take care, Lefou.
Okay, I will meet you at the tavern with the guys. I'm pretty sure we're gonna go to the tavern after this. Knowing them, knowing Gingy, I know Gingy, that little rascal. But I need you to leave.
I'll head to the tavern. It's good seeing you.
Good seeing you
Bye-bye.
too. Bye, Teresa.
I'm gonna start to lead the rest of the group to the tavern.
Get your wares. Get your wares.
And you hear that in the distance as Teresa heads towards the tavern. I know some of you wanted to peel off to the Adventurers Guild, though. Who wanted to go there? Because I'll resolve that real quick, too.
I would like to go there.
I'll go with them.
Adventurers Guild people, who's going to the tavern now?
Yeah.
So that's Pied Piper, Phaedrus. Anyone else?
I see that it's.
I know Teresa's on the way there. I'm gonna get to that point.
I'm seeing everyone going over there, so I think I'm just gonna pack up my wares and go. So I'm gonna head over there.
So following Teresa after you finish packing up your stuff, you'll be over there. Okay. So, I guess it's just Charlie headed over to the Adventurers Guild.
I'll head over with him.
Okay, so Charlie and Gingy are headed to the Adventurers Guild. Got it. So, Gingy, you've seen the Adventurers Guild many times before, so you're not too stunned when you walk into it. Charlie, this is your first time actually walking into the Adventurers Guild. You've known it's been a building, but you've never bothered because you never really had a reason to be in there.
I usually just break
Um,
into people's houses.
yeah. So you're not you know the layout, you know the lay of the land here because you've been here plenty of times. For the many a children that needed the Tooth Fairy to come by, but you've never had to go into any other buildings than just some homes. So as you walk in, you see this massive, massive building in front of you. As you walk in, like this great hall looking entrance where it's like you have like you know Grand Central Station when
Yeah.
you walk in and like what it looks like, it's
Yep.
that kind of entrance where it's just like it's industrial, it's built out, and it looks like it's a well-grounded place type of thing. And you see many people moving around in here like and moving very quickly to like get stuff done or like get processes moving that they need to get moving because there seems to be a lot going on here. What are you looking to do in here?
Is there an open receptionist desk?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go up to the open receptionist desk.
You see the lady that's at the window greets you and she just says, "How can I help you today?"
I was wondering if you all had like groups that you register in. Like,
You can register a party, yes.
and what would be the benefits of registering as a party with the Adventurers Guild?
There's a few. Mostly being, if you register as a party, you can take a quest of higher difficulty with a little bit of an easier pathway. You don't really need to go through a bunch of clearance to get quests of a higher difficulty because you're already in a group, so it makes it a little bit easier. The other thing is payouts are a little bit bigger because we give you quests that are meant for parties rather than individuals, so pay can be split fairly, and you're all making a decent amount of money.
Awesome. All right. And what type of quests do you usually have in this town? Is it subjugation or is it escorting or?
Depends on the day. We do get a lot of requests, as you see many people running around trying to process everything that's going on. Um, but it's mostly subjugation. With us being near the Blackwood Forest, there's a lot of stuff that likes to creep out of there that we need to take care of before it causes too many problems for the villages surrounding us. So that's mainly what it is. But there will be times where some royals want an escort or something like that, and they'll go through the Adventurers Guild to do it because they need a neutral party to be able to handle that. So depends.
Gotcha. Thank you for your information and your time.
Anytime, absolutely. And if you need to register, you can always come back.
Absolutely. And then I go up to Gingy and I'm like, hey, do you know where the Tailors Guild is from here?
Gingy does know.
yeah.
You see that as you walk out the door, Gingy heads right in the direction, just beelines for it.
All right.
And
then-
I just want to like describe what it's like seeing Gingy and Charlie going around in this place real fast for everyone, because I want you to understand it's not common that you see this. So what people see is literally a fairy about the size of like their hand or maybe two of their hands, going
I'm
around with a
5 feet tall.
gingerbread man that is almost the exact same size. Strolling through town trying not to get stepped on, number one, in cases of Gingy. Number two, for Charlie, just floating at like waist level to like not be in direct eye contact with all the people that are currently here, because he's technically not supposed to be showing himself. So
lots of stairs.
I mean, for one of you, you can fly.
That's valid. But yeah, I just want to go to the guild just to sell the silk garments that I have left.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm at the tavern, right?
I'm gonna resolve the tavern once
Okay,
I
okay.
get all of this out of the way real fast.
All right, sorry.
You go in to the Tailor's Guild, and like what you would assume is the librarian lady is the lady that greets you. And she looks at you with her glasses like at the end of her nose and is just like, what am I looking at here? And she kindly just says, as you lay out the garments, she's just like, this is all stuff of fine quality. I would love to give you the money for this. I just have to go through and tally up how much it would actually be. If you give me a moment, I can get everything set up for you. And you see that she leads you to another room where you can sit down, rest for a bit while she goes through the processes that she needs to go through to set everything up. You see that she leaves the garments with you. She doesn't take anything with her. She just like writes down what it is and then proceeds to go into a back room and then like resolve how much with like a calculator of some sort back there. You see she comes back out and she's just like, with everything of the quality that it is, we did find a couple rips and tears on a couple of the garments, so that brought down some of their values. But in total, it's about 7 gold pieces for everything.
I'm gonna do an insight check.
Have at it.
Damn.
She is 100% telling the truth to you.
Gotcha. All right. That sounds good to me.
You see she kindly hands over the 7 gold pieces to you. She takes the garments and she leaves out the back room.
All right, and then
she then comes back out to be able to guide you back out to the street.
Oh yeah.
Are you good to head back to the tavern now?
Yep, that's all I wanted to do right now.
So, in order of how people arrive at the tavern. So first off, it's Phaedrus and the Pied Piper that show up first. What are y'all doing?
Hey, we're gonna sit down at a table and
Oh, Robin Hood's here too. Sorry.
and we're scanning the room. We're looking at the different characters and trying to get a sense of what kind of people are here with us.
Phaedrus, give me a perception check while Pied Piper, go ahead.
Also,
I am going to stand up and walk to the front of the room and pull out my flute and start playing it.
Nice.
Okay. Interesting. Please give me a performance check.
I'm gonna also observe, but I'm gonna observe for specific type of people that might be up to too rich. Let's put it that way.
Please give me a perception check as well, Robin Hood, for that specific thing.
Oh, the performance was
Piper, yeah. Can you give me a charisma saving throw, Pied Piper?
Yeah.
oof.
I'm not very observant, am I?
All right, you're clean.
Ooh.
You're clean on your save. You're good. You see as you play your flute, many of the people start to kind of like tone down their talk to be able to listen more intently to you. You see many people are like entranced in this and are really enjoying what you're playing here. For the Phaedrus perception check, what specifically you were looking for? You were just trying to get a lay of the like who was here type of thing.
Yeah, Yeah, I wanted to see what unsavory characters were around. Any interesting characters.
You see that there's a couple of like burly men sitting at the bar. You see a couple of just like normal travelers just going about their normal lives, just doing what they normally do. You see in the corner, you see a person with a hood over their head, mainly trying to like cover their hair and ears, it seems like. And you see they're sitting with a couple people who just don't care about doing something like that. But you see they're getting along very well. Um, as for Robin Hood's perception check, you were looking for what specifically again?
Folks that might be hoarding money.
You do not see too many people. You think the person with the most money inside this tavern is the person running the bar.
Hey, what's the roll for getting drunk?
There you go.
Well, you haven't arrived yet.
Oh.
Is this how we're currently spending our time within the tavern of the people that are currently here? Just checking that out.
I guess.
No, I don't.
I don't think so.
You see, now walking in is Teresa. Teresa, what do you do?
So I just need to. So there's a table that Phaedrus is at, and
Yes.
and Robin Hood is.
Robin
in the
Hood's
corner.
currently up at the bar.
Okay.
And then the Pied Piper is currently like off to the side, playing his flute.
I just go to sit down with Phaedrus. Hello.
Hey, Teresa. Yeah. Yeah, I'm always kind of scanning for miscreants and seeing if there is some place that might need attention, if you will.
I feel the same. I'm looking for whatever good I can do, but I'm not sure what I can do right now.
Right after that, you see Gingy, you literally as you're getting to the door, you bump into Lefou. And Lefou, Charlie, and Gingy walk into the door.
Nice. Do I know anybody at the bar currently? Do I know those big burly men?
You do not know the big burly men, but you do know the bartender.
Heard.
And same with you, Lefou. You know the bartender, as you've been here many times.
What's up?
I'm gonna go.
You see the bartender like looks at you, is just like, oh god, here we go again.
Give me the usual.
You see he already started making your drink as you walked in the door, but he just like is just like, oh lord, here we go, and
Put it
he
on the
gets ready to
tab.
put your drink on the table.
I'm gonna go sit up at the bar.
You see the bartender acknowledges you as well, and he's just like, would you like your usual?
Yeah.
You see he slides a full glass of milk down to you.
Yeah.
Gingy, you
I
ready
just
for another
go to
night?
give him a fist bump, and I just pick up my cup.
I look at Gingy and ask him.
And when
"You
I
ready for
say
another
full
night?"
glass, like it's a human-sized glass of milk that Gingy is now currently in, like sitting in front of.
Bit.
Yeah. I look over to Gingy and ask him, "Gingy, you ready for another night?"
I just shrug my shoulders and down the glass of milk.
Wow. Okay.
Please give me a Constitution saving throw, Gingy.
Oh no.
It's gonna be bad. Oh.
Good for now. One
damn.
drink down. The bartender looks at you with like wide-eyed a little bit, and he's just like, "Another one right now?"
I no words, just shake my head very, very profusely, just like look at him like a puppy.
And he immediately just pours you another full glass of milk and sends it down. Who's doing what? Like, I know some of you are getting drunk.
Are there any games of chance? Any dice or things like that going on?
Real questions.
That is a good question. That is a really good question. There is a game. Um, I'm not going to call it poker, but I'm going to say it's poker in this light. If you know how to play Texas Hold'em, you would know how to play this game in the realm, but it's very different played out in the realm, I will say. So, what you see is a card game being played. And if you do know how to play, like if you personally know how to play Texas Hold'em, I will allow your character to have the knowledge to play this game right now.
Just general poker.
Who doesn't know how to play Texas Hold'em?
Yeah.
There are some people who don't. You would be surprised.
Lefou
I've
drunk.
asked this question before. I've had people answer me they don't know how to play.
Lefou drunk looking over. What's that?
Exactly. So, hey, actually, you know what? Lefou, give me a Constitution saving throw as well.
Constitution, okay.
But you see this game being played. As you know how it's played, you walk up to the table and ask, and you see it's three gentlemen and one lady playing this game, and you see one of the gentlemen is almost like cleaning house with them. Like he's playing fair, but you can tell he's the more experienced player.
Fuck.
Lefou, you are definitely already getting drunk.
Woo!
You are.
One beer. Wow, lightweight.
Jesus.
Hey, Robin Hood, I'm wondering if this guy winning this card game could be a good mark for you.
I'll keep my eye on him.
When I say experience, like in terms of like he just like he seems to be the older of the many people that are playing, and he seems like he's played this game a lot in his life. Like this is the way he makes his income to be able to survive.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna jump off the bar with the glass of milk over my head and walk up to Teresa.
Hello,
Over your-
Gingy.
Over your
I
head.
just, yeah.
Yeah, he's holding a human-sized glass of milk as a gingerbread man. So yeah, that's how he has to kind of carry it.
I just
And
kind of like,
actually, you know what? Give me a strength check.
fuck.
Give me a strength check.
Dude, I
Oh,
really...
wait, no. That doesn't work.
You're fine. You got it.
Nice.
Lifts that
I
bitch
just-
up.
Kind of lift it up in front of her and ask if she wants a sip.
I appreciate that very much, but you know, I might have too much milk if I drink some of that. That would be a lot for me, but it seems that you can hold your milk.
I offer again. Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. But I
Is milk-
appreciate it. Thank you.
Is milk alcoholic in this
No.
one?
No.
No,
Milk
no,
is
it's
alcoholic purely to Gingy. And he is of the assumption that it's alcoholic to everyone else.
Poor fucker can't
I
tell the
know.
difference.
But I
And I will
appreciate-
say,
yeah.
different milks are different liquors in his mind.
Oat milk.
Yeah, oat milk is different, almond milk is different, whole milk is different. He can drink half and half too. That's a different flavor.
Vanilla. Creamer.
Mm-hmm. All of it.
I
Appreciate the views.
sit down next to her and just start to sip on my drink.
Got it. No problem.
I'm still at the bar.
Yes.
Hello, bartender. Are you busy tonight?
It's been steady. We've had worse nights. We've had better.
Let me ask you if there's any local establishments that would be able to glean some information from.
I mean, we are one of them. I like to say that I know a lot about what's going on in the city. but
Big-
there is an information guild.
Well, what do you know that's going on? Is there anything important going on? Any big events or anything going on in the city?
I mean, nothing in terms of big events, at least not yet. We do have a festival coming around the bend pretty soon, in the next couple of weeks. But other than that, nothing too much in terms of events. There's been a few dealings that have happened with the higher ups in terms of what's going on in the world, but nothing that affects us regulars here.
Who lives in these tall buildings, these castles and whatnot?
Many of the royalty do. There's a lot of people doing a lot of things up there, way bigger than my pay grade to even know what's going on up there. So I try to stay out of it when I can, but you always have to stay updated on politics here. It's the only way you can survive.
Gotcha. I'll go join the fellows at the table.
I'm gonna go up to the bar. I was gonna ask is there a banking guild in this town?
No. No.
Okay. Where do people who are well off keep their wealth? In their home?
Within their dwelling, or they find a safe to be able to put it in, or they find a village to be able to store their money for them. Each person has a different theory as to what the best way to keep their money safe.
If our Pied Piper friend put down his hat, and then maybe someone with a little charisma from our group started clapping and threw in a coin, could he make a little bit of money here?
The bartender like looks around and looks over at the guy with the flute that just nonchalantly started playing, and he's just like, I have no issues if people want to start playing. Just like, it's on them if they want to tip you. It's not on me to give you the money for playing.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody have a hat for him? Or does he have his own hat, I guess? He's a Pied Piper, he should have a hat.
Wayward hat, I believe.
You do. You absolutely do. You can take off your hat and put it down, and if you want to ask for tips within the bar.
I will do that exact thing.
As I see this,
Can you-
sorry.
Were you playing that entire time, by the way, that this was all resolving?
Yes, I've been.
Can you give me
playing
one more charisma saving throw?
Yes. Oh, boy.
You see, that as you continue playing, some of the people full stop some of the conversations that they're having as they're looking purely at you. They have no other thought in their mind, it seems like. It's just like they're looking purely at you. And they seem like almost like they're compelled by some power that they're not even aware of to walk over and put some money in your hat.
As I see this,
Sick.
I walk over and say, "This has been such good music." Can I do a persuasion check?
I love that.
Absolutely. You see some of the people that were in that trance start to snap out of it as
No!
Lily
I
said,
said
as Teresa says
Fuck.
that.
no!
Shit.
I just wanted to do good.
Can I also intervene or no?
You do still make some coin in total. You make about what is equal to 1 gold piece.
Nice.
Do we have something on our character chart to keep track of money?
Yeah, there's a gold, silver, and bronze piece at the top of your inventory slot. Go ahead and keep track of your money right up there.
I don't see
What's
any.
EP?
Oh, wait, I do.
Is CP copper, silver?
Copper, silver, EP, don't worry about. Just do GP and platinum piece. EP, we're not going to be bothered with.
What is EP usually?
I forget the exact term.
Electrum.
I think it is Electrum.
Wow. But no one usually uses it 'cause it's so
It's
stupid.
Electrum.
Can I say something? Or can I?
Yeah.
Okay. I get away from the bartender and from the drink. I'm currently walking not so straight. I see Teresa being upset, and I looked at her, and I see something that I want. I walk over to her and pluck her feather.
She is not a goose. I want you to know that she is not a goose. Like,
Straight up, not a goose. Straight
Not
up
a goose.
Elfin woman.
a straight elven woman.
Oh,
A whole woman.
well,
If
in my drunken state, she's a goose to me.
Just rips her hair out.
I was about to say, you rip out a strand of her hair.
Okay, straight in her, but I'm thinking it's a feather. What do I?
Please give me an attack roll with disadvantage.
Gonna kick his ass.
Wait, where do I go for attack roll?
Yeah, just use any of your weapons to roll an attack and do it with disadvantage.
Okay. There you go. Name. I guess we'll do a hand axe. Okay. And disadvantage?
Yep.
Okay.
You see that as you are in this stumbling daze, you completely whiff and you tumble over and you land on the floor on the side of Teresa.
I'd like to say, my heavens, I'm so startled. Please feel bad for me, but I don't say that. And I want to do a persuasion check.
What are you trying? Who are you trying to persuade here, and
I
what are
want
you
people
trying to
give me
persuade them to
money.
do?
Because they just saw this
You
attack.
want people to give me money.
Give me a persuasion roll with disadvantage.
Oh god.
Hey yo.
You
Funny.
see people are like now perking up and questioning the situation, but no one is inclined to do anything about the situation. They're just like, what the fuck happened over there?
I tried.
I tried.
Is the Pied Piper still playing?
Is the Pied Piper still playing?
Am I able to go and join him?
If you would like to.
Yeah, would that be a performance?
Yeah,
What are you gonna do? Dance?
Nah, I have a
you can play.
Nice.
He falls in with you like you were meant to play together, it seems like. It seems like just by the natural talents of Gingy being a traveling bard for so long, he's able to just pick up on a couple of cues that you have within the songs that you're playing, Pied Piper, and he just carries out the music and gives it a fuller body within the room. And you see a lot of people like clapping and cheering along to what's being played. Anyone can give me another perception check right now.
Anyone?
Yeah, anyone that wants to.
Sure. Why?
The two people that are performing do it with disadvantage.
Okay.
Performance check.
Oof.
Lefou, give me a perception check.
Oh.
Regular.
Perception check. Perception. Wait, there it is.
Oh, got 19. I got a 21. Okay. Okay.
Teresa, that Teresa and Phaedrus spot this because Phaedrus, you clocked this earlier as well. That person with their hood up, and the couple people around it seem to be very much trying to drown out the sound of what's being played right now. Like, it seems like they're trying their hardest to block out most of that sound.
Most of the Pied Piper's flute and the other
Yes.
music are Gingy. Yeah. do they look like they're trying to converse, or is it like maybe somehow else it's bothering them?
You see, like it seems like they have like a migraine from it, and they're actively trying to block it out.
Got you. So this might be physically hurtful almost to them. Yeah, interesting.
Like it seems like it's hurting them in some way, and you just don't know how. But you can physically see like the like wrenching of their face, like it's a migraine.
Do we have any singers in our party here?
I raise my hand.
You raise your hand from the floor.
I say, I can sing.
I was
And
thinking
it's not an entire lie. He is Lefou. He has, as the movie goes, he does have a song. He can sing, technically speaking.
What role can I do?
Do you want him to? Is up to y'all.
Well, I was thinking if he sings, it might bother those people more. I'd like to amp it up a little, and see what they do if there's more music and more song.
Doesn't The Rock technically also sing?
This is true.
I look over to the Tooth Fairy. Hey, you want to sing?
Valid. But I can't.
Why not? Hiccups.
I'm not the best singer.
Me neither.
I have
Let's
different
go
talents.
karaoke night.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah.
What role? What role, Amir? What role?
Please give me a performance check with disadvantage.
Okay, performance check. Disadvantage.
You see as Lefou gets up on a table and starts belting out notes that are almost on pitch but slightly off.
Oh god.
You see that it seems to like help their situation almost. You see that it like helps them to like block out a specific sound that they're hearing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see.
The flute may be something very influential. Interesting. Then
The countless ones will form a new union of the fire blood. Please don't leave us. The gallant ones will not.
I sure hope we're recording this.
I am.
I'm so glad
love that.
I'm recording this. Chris, I love you. I appreciate you to no end. Holy.
Gallant ones. Oxygen, the real again, the iron,
But
the
yeah, you see
aluminum.
that this currently what's going on is helping their situation.
can we get Johan to kind of move around the room and almost make a point of heading to that corner a little bit?
Can you get that information to him without stopping his performance?
Yeah, maybe what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go. Am I at my feet or at the bar? But basically,
You're at
cross.
your table currently.
Yeah, I'm gonna cross back
La
to
la
the
la
bar
la la, you've been to
and
the factory.
kind of try to whisper that to him a little bit as I'm passing by.
What's the best way? What role do I ask for as someone trying to whisper something amidst an entire performance to someone who is performing? You know what?
How about deception? If I give you a deception, or could I write a note even?
If you write a note, give me a sleight of hand check.
Baby,
We'll go
you're
with
like
that.
a firework.
Okay, sleight of hand. Not bad.
The Pied Piper, you see this note. He kind of like places it in a way that you can like eye it from the side without having to stop your performance. And the note says to go over and try and get closer to the people in the corner. What would you like to do?
I'm going to kind of like look at him and like hold my flute and kind of like nod just like a slight bit so it doesn't like change any of the sound of the music, and then I'm going to like start like kind of like bounce like dance like while still playing my flute over, just like walking like nonchalantly, like I'm not like having a purpose to go over there, but just kind of like walking around the room, and I'm like slowly get closer to them.
Perfect.
You see as the Pied Piper kind of takes his performance to the next level and dances around the room. You see as he slowly inches closer to that table, they are starting to like wince in pain as the flute is being played closer and closer to them. And Pied Piper, you clock this too now. You see that like your playing is like almost physically hurting them.
What is Gingy playing?
Bagpipes.
Bagpipes, dude. Can we find out if bagpipes helps or hurts? Can he like join the Pied Piper and see if it helps or hurts? Maybe he'll just kind of weave his way, and then they'll kind of like be a duo, right?
I would have to be told about this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe as the Pied Piper is. Yeah. Okay. Huh. How do I get a note to the Pied Piper?
Spike his milk. Spike his milk.
Well, I will say, like, the Pied Piper is now, like, aware of the situation and sees what's going on with this table. I don't know, like, Gingy, give me a perception check. Like, you clock that there's an active, like, motion to try and head towards this table from the group.
Okay. Then I'm gonna start heading over. But I'm gonna try to hop from table to table.
Please give me an athletics check.
What's the check for seeing where you guys at? What do I roll for that?
Oh no.
I had to roll something here. Hold on.
Does he have a glass of milk in his hand?
No. He
has
currently is
bagpipes.
just playing bagpipes, but he tried to jump from table to table as a 2-foot tall man, which doesn't go that well, turns out.
Acrobatics.
Please take 3 damage as you fall to the floor, but you continue your performance.
Oh,
And you see like people quickly like wince for you as you hit the ground, and they hear like the slap of a cookie hitting the ground, and they're just like, that can't be good for that one specifically. That was a long fall for that guy.
As you hear me hit the ground,
bagpipes continue playing.
well, as you hear me hit the ground, you hear all the air come out of the bagpipe. I get up and I just go, "It's okay," and then instantly start playing again.
Yep.
Merely a flesh wound.
Am I still singing?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Unless you wanted to stop, you can stop.
No. I'm gonna keep going, and you'll see it, and you'll find your flame.
Step that up, please.
Huh?
Out.
Say what?
You see that people are like kind of okay with what Lefou is singing, like they're not completely against it.
Thank you. I got one more song.
I'm gonna head over.
You see as Gingy heads over, like as the noise kind of like intertwines with each other, it lessens the pain on them. It seems like.
Huh. I'm gonna play it off as I just made a little round around the tavern and then head back to where I was.
You see as he heads away, like their pain continues to grow the further and further he gets. It seems that the more that they're hearing just the flute, the worse it gets for them.
Can somebody do a magic check or something that might come out of the pipe for him? Or...
You can give me an Arcana check.
I will. join in
Anyone
on
can.
that. Yeah.
I don't have any Arcana, so.
Oh God.
It's a nat 1 from Teresa over there.
Oof. Let's try.
3 on the die from Charlie. 7 on the die from Robin Hood.
Well, I got a 10. Nice.
Anyone else want to give me the Arcana check, or is this it?
I can give a roll. Arcana. Okay, there we go. Just a regular roll. Amir? Just a regular roll.
Yeah. If you the fucking
Oh my
which
god.
equals a 0 for Chris. I just
0.
want that to be known. It equals a 0, which is not even a number on the die.
Or no, it's 1. He just has 0 modifier.
He
sorry.
has I thought he had a -1 to Arcana.
I also did for a second.
Lefou, you're having the time of your life, man. You're living the dream up there, singing on the tables. Teresa, you're somehow infatuated with the performance that Lefou's giving. You're somehow stuck on this man that's not like the largest man in the world. He's not like well off or anything like that, but you see that he's having the time of his life, and you are here in that moment with him. As for Charlie and Robin Hood, you think there's something magical going on, but you wouldn't be able to know unless you actually like talk to them, or like you did some kind of like divination or identify something spell to be able to figure it out in this moment. Then there's Gingy, and Gingy, you also get the same sense, like there's just something magical going on, you don't know what it is. Phaedrus, however, you think that you might know what's going on here. As being a royal, at one point in your life, you've heard many stories of different villages and what happened to those villages. You know of a story of a man with a pipe leading rats far out of an area, but you know that something went wrong with what happened there. You don't know specifically what happened, but you do know of that story. And because of you knowing of that story, you might think that this has some ties to what that story was.
Gotcha.
I love how Chris is still singing.
I appreciate him.
I would like to get up and approach their table.
Absolutely. What do you do when you get to the table?
Well, I'm kind of wondering if they're like the one guy's got a hood. I'm gonna make out his features a little bit more. I'm wondering if I have any.
So you're trying to sit on the opposite side of the person with the hood up to try and make out their features.
Yes.
So as you're going to sit down, they kind of all acknowledge you, and they're just like, "What are you doing?"
Can I try a little bit of intimidation?
Sure. If you want to give me an intimidate check, please do.
Not here to hold you, 'cause we are the colors in the dark.
You see that they kind of still look at you with the same look in their eye, like, "What are you doing?"
Would would insight or what could help, or perception check, or what would?
Well, what do
Maybe-
you specifically want to get here? Like, I know you're trying to figure out the features of this person, but you can't really tell them until you probably get to sit down with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so I'm just kind of like I haven't sat down. I'm just sort
No,
of
you're still just like hovering near the table, and they're still wondering what are you doing.
got you. Can I start? Yeah, let me start a conversation. How are you enjoying the music, gentlemen?
You see the three guys on the other side of the table. They kind of like look up at you, and they're just like, it could be better in some ways, but it's definitely not bad. The man singing is something else, though.
Motivate your anger to make them all realize. Climbing
Yeah,
out the
it
mountain,
I'm
never
just
going
kidding.
down.
And it's like the
Break
idea
into
of
the
Teresa just like her
contents,
hand on the
never falling
table,
down.
staring up at him, just like infatuated with the fucking song.
My knee is still shaking like I was 12, shaking out the classroom by the back door. A man wrote me twice now, but I didn't care.
But they're like you still haven't been able to sit down yet. They're still looking up to you as you're standing like near the table, asking them this question.
'Cause you're so
Hmm.
right. Don't try with fake
Folks, any
surprise,
ideas
'cause
what we
you
could do
will
to
hate
crack
yourself
who
in
these
the end.
people are?
Don't try to live so wise, too wise, just your the fries. Don't try with fake surprise.
Let me
'cause you
see
will
here. Do
hate
any of you
yourself
speak?
in
One
the
second. One second. One second. Do any of you speak?
You say
Um,
dreams are dreams.
do any of you speak Infernal?
Gonna play the fool
Infernal?
Yeah.
anymore.
Do any of you speak
You
Infernal
say, 'cause I
specifically?
still got my soul.
Where is that
Take your
on
time,
our?
baby. Your
Bottom
body's
left
bleeding.
of the
Slow
core.
down,
Other
breathing.
proficiencies, we have
Reach your
bottom
soul to
left.
reach yourself.
Got you.
It would be under language.
Oh, okay. I just
No, it's
common,
giant.
common dwarf and elf. Yeah.
Shadows of nothing.
Then only Phaedrus, who is at the table, hears this, I will say. You hear something that you don't understand whatsoever. Being said amongst them. What it sounds like to you is it sounds like a guttural language. It sounds like the harshest language you've ever heard. You just hear a hard, like, deep bellows coming from them of like, hoot, faja, hija, ho. And like, you hear like sounds like that coming out of them, where it's
Sounds
just
like
like you
Klingon.
don't know what's going on.
It sounds like Klingon. I love it.
'Cause you will hate yourself in the end. 'Cause you will hate
That's
yourself
what
in
you
the
hear.
end. 'Cause you will
Oh.
hate yourself.
You see they're still like looking at you in terms of like, what are you doing? Like, what's your plan here type of thing. And you see that the one in the hood has not looked up at you once.
I got another song.
Golly. Can I pound the table?
Huh?
Can I just like bang on the table to see if I can get his attention?
Like, I think you have his attention in terms of like his attention is placed on you. He's just not looking at you.
Got you. And how far is this table from my table?
Like, you had to walk a good like 8 steps. Like,
Oh, okay.
Is there any way I can break free of Lefou's and like my infatuation with Lefou?
I mean, you can step away from that whenever you want.
I'm gonna step away and go back to the table and just take my time and just try to regain my composure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Do so.
I love the girl with magic wings.
Honestly, you know what? I want to make this a roll. I
The
think this would be funny.
way you
Can you give
whisper
me a
in my
wisdom
ear
saving throw?
to make my troubles disappear.
The sigh.
It's magic.
Okay, so wisdom.
The way
Do I?
your little
So
fingertips
that's.
make my heart do
What's a
double
saving throw?
flips.
How do I do that?
It's magic.
So if you go up to where it says saving throws in your character sheet, it should be right above where you do all the skill checks. And just click wisdom,
Oh, I just click wisdom.
which you are
okay.
proficient in.
All right, you ready to go? I'm ready.
You are starting to
Let's
gain
go.
your composure, but you're still like, what did I just witness type of thing. And you're
you're
still trying to process it.
So today, let me hear you say, Digimon, Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions.
Okay.
I'm muting him.
And,
I'm
like,
muting him.
I will say,
I'm
all of
muting
you are starting to
Well,
see Phaedrus attempting to make conversation with this table.
With the Digimon,
Do I
Digivoice
gather
in
his
hand,
intent?
do the Digi
Like, that he wants to
dynamics
see
towards
the-
Digiland. When your Digi the past and
the
Digimon
one-
Give me a
are
perception check.
tied to Digi size.
Did we
Digimon,
all check for
Digimon,
perception?
digital monsters,
Um,
Digimon are the
If you want
champions.
to, if you're trying to get an
Digimon,
idea of
digital
what's going on there,
monsters,
give me a
Digimon
perception
are the
check.
champions.
Okay.
The Digi world and Digi place, and now we'll meet in the Digi pace. With the
I
Digi
can't get any
That's
big
right.
rolls.
Charlie, you do get a glimpse of like that he's trying to try and see the face of the person in the hood. Johan as well. Gingy, you see that this is going down. You think they're like he's trying to do something with the table. You just can't tell specifically what.
Would I do perception with like disadvantage because I'm
Uh,
not fully
I'm not even
there?
gonna have you roll yet. You're still out of it.
Okay.
Am I within
You're-
30 feet?
Yes, absolutely.
Can I use Druidcraft to create a gust of wind to try to blow the hood down?
You absolutely could.
Do you want me to roll something, like, and add my spell attack?
Druidcraft is a cantrip, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. The Digi
Roll.
will not be stopped. Digi rule, just rock. Remember the Digi sings I say.
You know what? Specifically, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are
Ooh,
the
nice.
champions. Digimon,
It-
digital monsters,
Your cantrip goes through. The casting of the cantrip goes through. You see the wind quickly picks up inside the tavern real fast. A small, like you watch it kind of in the sense of the door opens up for a new person to walk in, and you feel a quick gust of wind shoot through the entire place, and it quickly takes the hood off of the person that was at that table.
Nice.
And what everybody sees as the hood comes off is you see two large horns, like larger than what probably could be held under that hood, but somehow the hood was maintaining it in terms of being able to hide these horns. And the way the horns go off of the head is they come off the top of like the two temple spots, and they come wrap around, and then they come down below the chin level and push out from under it,
Oh,
and like are pointed forward.
so like a ram thing, and then it crawls under the chin.
Yeah. And this guy like immediately scrambles to put his hood back on, and like does not want to be a part of this at all anymore. You see that like he immediately whips his hood back over his head, and all of them get up and get ready to walk out.
I'm going to.
What's your business here?
You see they don't acknowledge you at all anymore, and they get ready to just leave.
Can I
I'm gonna,
block? Can I block their way?
Give me an intimidation check with disadvantage at this point.
Okay. Disadvantage.
You see that they kind of just like shove past you. They don't care that you're standing there.
Yeah.
What were you gonna try to do, Harrison?
It won't work now because they kind of left.
They're not out the door yet.
Well, I was gonna walk back over to Gingy, but on my way back, I'm gonna like get
Carry
like
on
kind of
my
close to them while
wayward
I'm following.
son.
Chris, hold on. a second.
Are they passing
What?
by me by
We,
any
we
chance?
can't we can't hear when you're
Yes,
singing
to
like
get
that.
out of the
Oh,
tavern,
okay.
they would have to pass by you.
Okay,
Lord.
I wanna ask them. That singer sure is something, isn't he?
You see they don't acknowledge you. They just kind of like nod their head real quick and they keep walking.
I say we follow him.
As the Pied Piper gets closer to them, you see they start to like cringe as they're trying to walk out of there. All of them do.
Heard.
Like it slows their pace a little bit, but they still keep trucking forward.
And what were you gonna do with me, Harrison?
Oh, he was just meeting back up with you
Oh,
in
okay.
terms of the performance.
I'll be right
Is
back. I'm gonna
there-
use the restroom.
Like my character, I see has this thing called danger sense. Is that anything kind of like
Let
really
me
dangerous or?
give me a second. I just got to read what Danger Sense does. Second level, you gain uncanny sense. No, it does not do anything in this situation.
Gotcha. That's like while you're in attack in
Uh, like it's mainly for when like if you like a trap was gonna be set off, you have advantage on the saving throw to like get out of that trap.
Gotcha.
They're leaving without paying their bill.
You see the bartender has no reaction to them walking out the door. He does not care.
Do we follow him, gang, or?
I mean, you could also ask the bartender if he knows anything about him.
That's a good idea.
Like you got a couple seconds to figure out what you're doing here. Are you following them? Are you gonna ask the bartender? Because they're gonna be gone in a couple seconds here. Like long gone
I
at
want
that.
to follow them.
Yeah, I do too.
Please give me a stealth check.
Oh gosh. Ooh. Ooh.
Why
Way to
did
go,
it-
Robin.
You
why
have
did
heavy
you
armor.
heavy
on.
armor on?
You're rolling with disadvantage. You do not have heavy armor on, so I gotta fix that for you. Give me a second. I'm gonna have you roll again in just a second, but I just need to fix your character sheet. Why does it think you have heavy armor?
That's weird.
Lucky.
Oh, because it thinks you have scale mail on. That is not true.
Did I have a couple more spells or skills that I don't see, or am I tripping?
Yeah, I thought I got more than one spell last time, but I don't remember.
No, Teresa, if you go to the spells tab, those should be all your spells. Wait, did we? Yeah, your paladin level 2. Yeah, those are all your spells
Okay.
right
Oh, I
there.
see them. I see. I
Yeah.
didn't. I was looking at the core. I didn't. I was looking at the wrong page. My bad. My bad.
And you currently have your 2 slots right now, but yeah, those are your spells all there for you. Go ahead and roll that stealth check again, Robin Hood. You should be fine now.
Yay.
You see that they clock Phaedrus and they instantly like diverge from where they're going, like right now, trying to lose Phaedrus, but they don't clock Robin Hood yet. They're just trying to lose the trail of Phaedrus. Which, give me a second.
Alright, I'm back.
Now I gotta start rolling some stuff.
So my current position, where am I still?
Still singing.
Oh yeah, where is Robin Hood in comparison to myself?
Robin Hood has gone out the door at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
Want to head out?
And one more. Can Robin Hood and Phaedrus give me a perception check? Nat 20. Fuck, man. Robin Hood, as they kind of vanish from sight from Phaedrus over here, you still got eyes like a hawk. You've been doing this all your life, stalking people to be able to try and steal money from people. You get on some rooftops, you watch them run down a couple alleys, you see where they go, and you know where they're going to be staying for the night.
Yeah, go back and meet up at the tavern and tell everybody where they're at.
Yep.
What do you guys want to do?
That singer sure is something.
Lily, you've recovered at this point. You're like,
Thank
you
you.
caught yourself.
Thank you for coming to my concert. It falls over.
Give me another Constitution saving throw, Chris.
He's sober by now.
No, he's a lightweight. For some reason, the fucking gingerbread cookie can handle more than he can.
You're starting to feel a little bit better.
Oh
You're
god.
A little bit.
You're coming out of it.
Did I sing in front of you guys?
No, you didn't.
Oh.
It's fine.
So
Okay.
what's going
Well,
on?
Phaedrus, so
everyone?
what did we see over there? I didn't get a good look. Can you tell me more about? I followed him, but he had his hood up. I saw you were kind of watching and heading out the door, so I kind of watched and I saw where these guys went. So,
Yeah, they seem like bad dudes to me, and especially with the Pied Piper playing, they seemed very agitated by that. And there's an old story about, being led out of town, these rats being led out of town by the Pied Piper and things. I don't know. I don't trust them. And then when the wind came in, his hood blew off for a second, and I saw he had these strange horns that came from his temples and curled around, and then they were pointed outward under his chin. And then he quickly put him on his hood up again. I don't like to judge people just the way they look, but I have a feeling about these people.
If you have a very bad feeling, and we know where they went, I could try to find out if they are using my senses, my divine senses, if that's something you wanted to do.
sure.
Yeah, I think I need some
We
more
would have
insight than what I currently have at this point.
we would have to be very close to them, however,
Mm.
or
I
at least
know.
pretty close.
Yeah. Well, we can go up to where they live, and I can show you where they're staying.
Okay.
Was it like a inn, or was it like a house?
It seemed like a house, and it seems like it's been well kept for a long period of time.
So we should go to the house and then maybe peer in the windows and things. Maybe.
Was it a large house?
It was a house within a city, so like it can't be too big because it can't take up too much space, as there's actually
Okay.
like sectioned off areas for the sizes of what can be built.
Well, I can sense things. I am limited by a certain distance and my sight that I see them with. So, as long as they're not too far, I can still judge if there's something that we should be wary of.
Well, if you're all good with it, then Are y'all grouping up to go head over to where these people are?
Yeah, I'll go.
Yes.
I'll come along.
Is that acknowledgement from everyone? Did I hear
Yep.
yes from everyone?
Does that include me?
Are you gonna come?
We're gonna have to help him walk along, but yeah.
The fresh air
We
will
have
help.
to.
And then we need the Pied Piper because if we get in trouble, that might be a good weapon.
All right. So as you all head over to where these people are living, you take off. I'm going to go ahead and end the session here for today. It was a good 2 hours.
Solid.
And we'll pick up a couple weeks from now with what's going to happen with these people that you've just found
Dun, dun,
and
dun.
what it entails for the many people of this party.
I got a stupid question.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure if I was going to use my spell. It said you have to have an incantation, so I made up one. Is there a way I can put it in the notes or anything, or?
Yeah, you can put it in your wherever you want to keep it, like within your character sheet. You can do that.
Okay.
Hey, Amir, should I just stop the stream right now, or are we done? Or?
I'm done personally. I don't know if anyone has any questions for me to like clarify some stuff for them if they want it, but other than that, I'm good. And thank you all again for joining me
Thank you.
as we tell this wonderful story.
I'm gonna deafen myself real quick so you guys can continue.
Thank you, Amir. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, they were still talking. All right, so that was pretty much our D&D campaign. Thank you everybody for joining. If you guys are still here or not, if you guys liked my performance, that was something. So, yeah. As you heard the man from God himself, we are probably gonna pick it up later and go from there. I am gonna fix the borders on this thing. I'm gonna ask my friend how he did it, so I'm just gonna do that real quick. But thank you, Nut Nut. I appreciate that. But yeah, that was our D&D campaign. Hopefully we'll continue more. I am gonna be a little bit creative with the title and the photo too. I still got to give shout out to the hold on, let me find his name real quick. I'm gonna turn off my screen for this one. His name is shinyPIKACHU, all caps X, who is the one who made who is the one that made the whatchamacallit, the thumbnail that I'm currently using right now. So there's that. But anyways, yeah, thank you pretty much for joining, and I'll see you guys later whenever the group wants to do a D&D campaign. All right, gonna end stream now. Listen, my cat's on top of me right now, so she's being a little bit adorable. I don't know if you can hear this. Can you hear this? Oh, you can hear this. Yes, yeah. Yeah, it's a mic. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna end stream before she gets any ideas. All right, bye.